But what is the benefit of food law? Food law has several significances, including 1. Safeguard public health, ensuring the safeguarding of public health. 2. Providing consumers with accurate and essential information. Furnishing consumers with precise and vital information about the food they consume, considering that fundamentally, we are consumers before being investors in food companies or legislators. 3. Ensuring honest and accurate information about consumed food, guaranteeing truthful and accurate information about the food being consumed. 4. Promoting fair trade practices. 5. Environmental protection. We will explain them in detail. Firstly, public health protection and consumer protection. This is the most crucial reason for establishing international food law. Any food is susceptible to contamination with bacteria, viruses, insecticides, or certain toxic compounds such as dioxins and also polychlorinated biphenyls, PCBs. It may also contain allergens. Therefore, countries enact food laws to protect consumers, whether the food is produced domestically or obtained from other countries through import and export. In the end, the law is put in place to safeguard consumers. Now, the question arises, why do food regulations differ from country to country? Why does the United States differ from the European Union? Why does the European Union differ from Canada? And why does Canada differ from the Gulf countries or Egypt? Despite what the author mentioned in the book Advanced Introduction of Food Law, that we are all humans, Homo sapiens, why do the laws differ, even though we are discussing common things about food safety? It has been said that one of the reasons for variations in food regulations or restrictions from country to country is not solely based on food safety. Various factors, including religious reasons, contribute to these differences. Some countries, for instance, require a halal certification. Additionally, there are social, scientific, agricultural, and political reasons for such distinctions. It is essential to understand that laws and regulations are not uniform, but vary from one country to another. Moreover, it is crucial to acknowledge that there is no absolute safety. Rather, it is relative and subject to a reasonable degree, according to social, cultural, religious, and political definitions within each country. Each country enacts food regulations to ensure the safety of consumers within its borders and to prevent harm to them. Secondly, providing consumers with accurate and essential information about the food they consume, such as labeling or GMO, genetically modified organisms. This includes labeling food products, indicating whether they are halal or genetically modified. Consumers have diverse concerns, ranging from knowing the salt or fat content in food to addressing specific health conditions, such as heart diseases that necessitate awareness of fat percentages. Some consumers are interested in determining if the food is genetically modified or contains allergens, while others prioritize whether a product is halal. As food standards vary from person to person, it is crucial to implement clear and transparent labeling on food products. This not only assists products in crossing borders from one country to another, but also helps consumers make informed choices based on their individual preferences and dietary requirements. It's important to note that cultural factors and societal preferences play a significant role in food choices. The packaging and ingredients of food contribute to the quick decision-making process when selecting a product. Thirdly, ensuring truthful and accurate information. One of the essential purposes of food law is to guarantee accurate information for consumers. Whether it is information written on the product, claims, or advertisements, all of it is supposed to comply with regulations and should not be misleading or false. Respecting the consumer and delivering information truthfully is crucial in all interactions with diverse consumers. Fourthly, ensuring fair trade practices. Certainly, food law must ensure and encourage fair trade practices. In addition, during your examination, you will observe that there is a certain preference for domestic production over imported goods, driven by factors such as taxes or other considerations like tariffs. This preference is rooted in the desire to protect domestic industries. It is essential to recognize these local inclinations, as they can influence the regulatory landscape and impact the reception of imported products. Countries need a regulatory framework to protect their industries. For instance, a company is prohibited from running a negative advertisement against its competitors. Food law regulates these operations to ensure fair trade practices. Fifth and finally, environmental protection. As mentioned earlier, the definition of international law has expanded to include environmental protection. Here we are specifically discussing food safety and sustainability. The law regulates the control of genetically modified organisms, prohibiting anyone from causing environmental damage or producing products without a legislative framework. The law also covers insecticides, specifying their use and preventing environmental disasters caused by improper use. Additionally, laws are in place to limit overfishing. Overfishing endangers ocean ecosystems and the billions of people who rely on seafood as a key source of protein. Without sustainable management, our fisheries face collapse, and we face a food crisis, all within the framework of environmental protection. In the end, it is crucial to understand that food law is closely related to environmental protection.